Deep breath, deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Let it go, let it out, let it go, let it out. Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Till you feel the clouds and touch the sky. Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Let it go, let it out, let it go, let it out. Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. And touch the sky. On a sunny morning, I touched the sky. Next morning, I touched your heart. What's the start? I play my role when I rip the mic apart. Do what I got to do, the place is spark. I'ma pull it down, seeking no crown anymore. From the moment I saw you, it's all gone. Hard to believe to a pimp like me. Used to have every woman every day of the week. Quick time, I put that behind. Said I'm sorry, I got to go from the side. Lie to the man, I aim high to the place no human has ever even tried. So I got to go, I got to go. All I want is for you to stay. Man out of grave resurrected, now he's connected. No concession, just embedded by you. Take a deep breath.
I am eating food. Sorry, but hello. Welcome, Em. Are you excited? Because I'm excited. I'm so stoked to start using this. Wait, let me show you the cards. Let me show you. Look how pretty. Look how pretty. The Extreme. Hello, what's up? We're doing free 3-card spreads today with 1 bonus Oracle. Only doing that today because I have a brand new Oracle deck, the Moonology deck, which I'm showing off right now. If you would like a read, do that !join and you'll get checked into the queue. If you want to just hang out and relax, you're more than welcome to as well. I'm so excited. Do you remember the commands? Well, time to test it. Technically, I should start the read. They are very cool. This is my newest one. I got it for 30 New Zealand dollars. I got it at a market, like a farmer's market. Oh, D Extreme, no space. No space and you're good. There you go. If you're curious about the queue, the command's up here. We'll help you out with that. Our rules. Ignore the 3 or 5 spread today. We're just doing 3 cards. I feel bad because every time I do these streams, there's always a bunch of people that come in at the end who join and just aren't able because we have so many people lined up for 5 card spreads. So I think 3 today with an oracle for the advice, or the push for the advice. So while I just eat a little bit, Em will get your reading started in 4-ish minutes. I just want a snack. I have fried rice today. Very un-HD. But then we'll get started as soon as I feel good. I hope y'all are doing good today. I hope we're feeling okay. Em, the earring, freaking rad. Like, actually super cool. Very stoked that you have that. But yeah. You had fried rice today as well? Hell yeah. Oh! Tori! Thank you for the raid. Welcome to the stream. We're doing them reads today. 3 card spreads. 1 oracle. That's all you're getting. I'm kidding. The oracle is my first time playing with this oracle deck on stream. So be excited. Thank you, Tori, for the 6-person raid. They were also doing some tarot. I hope your tarot readings were very good. I hope they were chill. Because Lord knows, the way that I've read this one, we don't know how chill it will be. If anyone's interested in a read, we're only doing 3 cards today, past, present, future, and 1 oracle to either round off the deck or have some advice for what to do next. If you're willing, exclamation join. Lovely Mod M has just let us see the queue. I put myself in the queue just so I can adjust things. Yeah. As per usual, let me know which deck you would like. That's okay, Tori. Anytime. You raided. Thank you for the raid. I hope your reads were good today. We can actually get started soon. Am I correct in guessing which deck you would like today? Yeah, I kind of knew that. So we'll keep the oracle in view. We'll just check it over here, and then we'll shuffle from there. Okay. M, did you have the hell was I gonna ask you? Did you have a theme today? A question? Or is it just gonna be general? Not really? Okay. We can definitely hit you up with a general. Alright, let's get this started. Am I supposed to know information about the decks before choosing? You don't have to know any information about the decks, but I would like you to choose one. We have a command here that M just put up to look at the pictures of the decks, but if you really don't have a what's the word? If you don't have a preference and want me to just decide what deck to use, then you're more than welcome to request that as well. I just want people to choose a deck that they feel more attached to or like attracted to. Moon for the moon. Oh damn. Okay, you got more cards. They popped out at the same time. Take a deep breath, deep breath. Okay, we're not centered. Alright. Alright, Em. You know the drill. When you're ready, let me know, and let's get started. A vibe and a half tonight. Yeah, for sure. I said 3 cards, but the first read today gets you 5. It gets you 4. Typical. You're ready. You're ready. Okay, let's do this. 2 of Wands sits right there in the past. Card of, literal crossroads, a decision to make, but also kind of guarding off a decision. Like, yes, you have to make a decision. Yes, there was a point in which you had to choose something, but it seems like you delayed that decision and weren't willing to make a leap. I wouldn't say weren't willing to make a leap, but like just unsure about whether or not to take the leap, right? That's interesting as well because the moon card sits in the present, so I feel like you haven't made a decision about the situation yet. I think it might be about a person, actually. Just knowing you a little bit and then having this spread here, it might be about a person. Because you're looking at that moon, looking at that past situation, looking at the nostalgia, all of the good things that happened in the past, weighing up like all of the moments that led up to this point and seeing whether or not you should go for it or keep things the same or confront a certain thing. That's with that moon, because that nostalgia is very present here. And I feel like you need to make a decision as soon as you can. Once you, like, when I say make a decision as soon as you can, I mean put some urgency into it. You don't have to make the decision right now, not at this moment in time, but put some urgency into making a decision or deciding what you want to do next, because it may just lead to this 5 of Pentacles, which talks about loss, but this kind of looks like self-sabotage. Do you know what I mean? Like, she looks like she's just dropping these plates and not actually trying to catch them as they fall. She's just seeing it fall and is willing to let it go and willing to see it crash and burn. Prevent yourself from sabotaging yourself. You have to let the situation play out. Yes, I understand. You have to let things occur and like work through itself, but you also have to, put in some work and put in some influence. What can help you prevent that was this Hangman. So again, it talks about a new opportunity, a new way to see a certain situation, and just overall putting yourself at a point where you can judge everything and make a more informed decision. So I feel like with that, it's just putting yourself in this position, right? I think this can go 2 ways. The situation can go 2 ways. Either new opportunity, new angle to see it, further information to make the change, or self-sabotage, watching things crash and burn because you weren't wanting or working to make a change. Maria, hi, or Mariah, excuse me. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the queue. Cool. And with that makes a lot of sense here. Make a decision. See where you can go. And now, Oracle time. Let's see what the Oracle has to say in terms of what you should do, should consider doing. Viv! Aw, hi! Wifey's here. Wifey indeed is here. I've risen from the ashes. How's uni? How's all the uni work going? I hope you've been good. We've missed you on this stream. Been playing a dating visual novel recently. Disgusting, I hate it. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Okay, this feels right now. Have faith in your dreams. M! Have faith in your dreams. You know what that's referring to. You and I both know what that's referring to. Have faith in it. Let me read you what it says in the book, because I love what the book says. Waxing crescent moon. Waxing. Have faith in your dreams. Isn't this one? Here we go. Fixed, mutable, blue. Is there a thing for this one? Viv, welcome to the queue. Oh, here you go. Waxing crescent moon. I found it. Yeah, you can do it. Whatever it is you're wanting to do, M, you can do this. So Waxing crescent moon, have faith in your dreams. Don't give up. The situation you're asking about is still taking shape. You're nowhere near the end of the story. Whatever is happening now is just a step along the way. As they say in the self-help classics, everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. However, the Waxing Crescent Moon card is a reminder that you must still keep working towards whatever it is that you want. Let me read that again. You must still keep working towards whatever it is that you want. If you can't take practical steps, spend time meditating on the questions you're asking about, and allow your higher self to download information to you about your best next step. Overall, this card suggests there is every reason to be hopeful for a very positive outcome to the situation you're asking about, so keep the faith. Keep the faith. Cheetah, hi! Just about by to say hello before I keep working in whatever it is that I want. Dude, fair enough. I hope you're doing good. I saw the streams recently, so hell yes. Oh, yo, Viv, send pictures of the tarot deck, please. Would like to see. That's so exciting. Are you doing reads now as well? Don't get sarcastic, dear. You can do it. I'm not. We all believe you. Just, got smacked in the face. I know, right? These cards are wild. For me and some friends, hell yes. I'm still babying it. No, that's fine. You gotta work towards it, And you gotta keep practicing until you're comfortable. One thing that I like to do when I was learning, you gotta do like one card a day. Not as a reading, but as to just learn what the card says and what the meaning says. Just draw a random card, read the definition, and then just move on. Yes, please send pictures when your phone has charged. I would be very keen. But also, M. Smack in the face indeed. I don't know if it's the thing that I think that I'm thinking about. But yeah. Good luck. Not gonna be easy, but we've been here before. Miss Jenkins, hi. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. If you would like a reading, just do !join and we'll be jumped into the queue there. It just hates throwing one card or like three. It like throws all of them the whole story. Well, one thing that I would suggest is just getting used to the deck's shape, like physical shape, so you know how to shuffle it. And only read what you're comfortable reading. If you're not comfortable reading more than 3 cards or 4 cards at a time, put it back in the deck, shuffle again, and go. You don't want your deck to just go over the place. Also, you might just take time to just attune to the deck and like feel okay with it. That's why things are coming out. What type of reading would you recommend? The Extreme? Mariah, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the community. D Extreme, what type of reading do I recommend? If you don't have a specific question in mind, we can always just do a general reading. And general readings are good because they're a bit vague in terms of what they're trying to say, and it helps you decide where you want to go next. So, like, if you yourself aren't comfortable with, feeling the energies of tarot or feeling the, what's the word? Like, kind of the mystic stuff about it. Tarot is just a good place to sort out your mental state, kind of balance and focus your mentality so you don't have to overthink and see other things. It can lead you to do different things. So if you want a general read, we can definitely just do a general spread. 3 cards with there, and then, what's the word? 3 cards, and then we can, oh my god, what's the word? And then we'll just give you some advice on what you can do for your next step in life to, like, kind of lead you there. I don't like vague things. Well, that's fair. Alundra, yeah, the queue is still open. Also, welcome. And Craze Crown, hi. Thanks for coming in. So yeah, we could use this tarot today, D Extreme, to kind of project and see where you want to go next. Did you have a deck in mind? If not, I can just choose one that's quick and give you the what the cards want to tell you, essentially. You know what? Do something about my love life or something. Alright. Dark Moon Shora. Sorry if I pronounced the last bit of your name wrong. Hi, welcome to the queue. Thank you for joining. Nice. Okay. Did you have a deck in mind or just Sun and Moon? Sun and Moon can do. I love this one. It's what I call the Kingdom Hearts deck because there's a card there that looks like it has Sora in it. And that's about it. But also the art style and the body shape of the characters are so airy and so like light. It really feels like they're just Kingdom Hearts characters. Okay, let's see what you need. And also thank you everyone for coming by and popping in the stream. I hope everyone's feeling good today. Hope things have kind of worked out for people as they go. And yeah, it's good. Okay, The Extreme, when you're ready, let me know, and then we'll get started with your reading. Just a confirmation of like, yeah, I'm ready to go, or like, yeet, or whatever. You say that my mind is too fast for your eyes. Yeah, yeet me. Yeah, yeet. Yeah, yeet. Sorry. Cool. 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords talks about defeat. Honestly, this whole spread kind of just looks like you're very tired of where you are in your love life. You've been trying. Things just haven't worked out. You know, you get that reminder, be strong, and you'll attract the next person, but it's just really tiring to hear over and over again. And you are, like, working on yourself, and you are making yourself a better person and kind of being stronger. And kind of, like, getting to that point of, like, loving yourself in a way that you know that you're doing it, you just don't like hearing it from other people. But whatever this 5 of Swords defeat was in the past, really just put you in a place where you were just not comfortable with where you were. Get 9 of Wands. Strength, it's that 1 step from 10. So I feel like you're walking a fine line in terms of where you're putting self-help and treating yourself and like making yourself feel better versus degrading the people that you're around. I'm not saying degrading as in you're breaking them down and like telling them they're pieces of shit or whatever. You're kind of like ranking them a bit lower than what you're used to. I'm only worried about this 9 of Wands here because you're putting a lot of work into yourself, which is good. You might just be overdoing it, because once you get over to that 10, the 10 of Wands, it'll be being overwhelmed, it'll be being pushed and kind of like stressed out about what you're doing, like putting too much on your plate. So what the tarot would be telling me, these 3 cards, what they're telling me is that yes, you have to continue to work on your love life. Yes, I know it's something that you may want and you want to put a lot of work into it, but overworking yourself in it is only going to cause you more stress and problems. It's like overloading or overthinking a situation. It's just going to lead you to the wrong path. So focusing on other things in your life, like what you love doing, your work, I don't know if you're in school, but focusing on those aspects, your friends, and not just putting all of your, life and being to love. That's going to be important in order to keep you strong and working towards where you're going next. Because once you do, this 3 of Pentacles here talks about works, right? Works in the means that you are putting in work into something, but also works as in people recognizing the process and the steps that you've gone through, people recognizing that you've put in the work, and like kind of being proud of the work that you put in. So whether that be in yourself or whether that be back into your outside of love hobbies or passions, that's what people will see, and that's how people will be attracted to you. People will see that and like will just go and be like, okay, this person's putting themselves in the right place. So with that, like, love isn't just about being good for love. Love has to have a lot of things surrounding the rest of your being, because you're not just being in love for the sake of being in love. You're being in love or wanting love to spend time with people, with that person, to have a partnership with that person, and to move from there. Unless you have a different definition of love, but it's just having to push through with that and finding it, essentially. So again, the advice here would be, do not overwork yourself in terms of making yourself a better person for love. Where is it? No. Don't push yourself to love, and kind of put your energy towards the things that you do have a passion for outside of trying to find a partner. That's kind of rude, honestly. These cards not great. Because constant reminders of like staying away from love is like not the easiest thing to hear. Your commitment is being tested. The first quarter moon. Right. Look at that art! Sorry. I'm very excited. Okay, here we go. Quarter moon. Full moon. First quarter moon, your commitment is being tested. There could be some challenges coming your way, but they're just the universe's way of testing you. The first quarter moon calls for you to face any hurdles with confidence. What do you actually think is possible? If you believe you can do it, then you probably can. If you spend your life affirming that something is too big for you to surmount, it probably is. Essentially talking about my laptop was dying, so I came on my phone, so pretty new to Twitch, so it's a bit confusing while using the phone. That's okay. Just take your time. You're in the queue, so that's fine. So yeah, sorry, the extreme. It's kind of just talking about manifestation at this point. Do you believe your dreams will come true Do you believe your dreams will come true, or have you secretly already given up? Showing some commitment now will help you move towards your desired outcome. What you believe is true for you, so believe in yourself. Additional meanings. The answer to your question is yes, but not yet. You're halfway to the goal. You still need to put a bit more effort. Sometimes we just need to realize how much we want something. And the last one is, you need to recommit to someone or something. Oh, that's a big one. That last one is huge. The blunt way is always the best way to teach someone. Yeah, that's true. It hits them in the face, and then they're just like, okay, let's figure that out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's something coming towards you, maybe not yet, or you need to figure out how to recommit to a situation. So it's not the messages you'd want to hear from a love reading, but it is something that people need to hear. You gotta like work your way around as well. So yeah. I don't know if that helped you be extreme, but if this was your first time getting a tarot read, I hope it was okay. If you have any questions, feel free to just hang around and ask. And yeah, hope you enjoyed that. And thank you for giving me your time. I really appreciate you taking the time and being patient with me when you're doing these readings. Cool. Thank you. Mariah, thanks for the question. My question is, will my person make it official by the end of this month? We separated on Valentine's Day, and we were trying to get back together, but he wants to work on himself first, and I'm tired of waiting because I'm not sure if he actually is. And any deck is fine, by the way. Okay, we're gonna do this one. You asked a pretty hefty question. But here's the thing, Mariah. I'm not gonna do a reading on how that person feels. We're gonna figure out how you feel, and if you want to jump into it there. I just feel like trying to read the other person's energies and trying to read what they're thinking about or how they're feeling is just, kind of invading on their privacy. Not a fan of that, but it's best if we can figure out ourselves first and how we perceive a situation, and then we can work through what's coming there. So sorry that we're not going to do what they feel, but it's more of like, let's control what we can control and figure out how our brains are going. Also, thank you, Em, for helping out Kalundra. These cards want to come out as twos. Okay, these are pretty hefty. These are pretty hefty cards. Okay, Mariah, when you're ready, let's work through this reading. I'm actually gonna get a bite of food first. Cool. Hold on. Hey everyone, don't forget you're a badass being, full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this message, may you find a path to your best self. Aw, Diva Dwarf, thank you for the follow. Thank you for joining the queue. And welcome. Thank you for that very kind message. Okay, Mariah, I'm gonna clear the food in my mouth. We're gonna get started. Oh, and mods, if you need to go to sleep, please go to sleep. I know it's late. If you need to go to sleep, by the gods, go to sleep. Okay, let's go. Okay. Empress, Reverse, Knight of Cups, Judgment, and the Hermit. 4 cards. These last 2 came out at the same time, so I feel like it's a jumble up of what the future may be for you. But we'll get there when we get there. But that's three majors and a pretty strong minor card. So that's quite... I will not go to sleep. I get my reading. No, I mean, I'll get your reading. I'll let your reading done. But when that's done, you can go to bed. Like, please. It's late. And these streams are only going to get later because my work time has been a bit... My schedule has been a bit rough. And it's only going to get worse. I'm working 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. next week. The whole week. So streams are going to be hella freaking late. But I plan on doing it Saturday. Okay, sorry. We're wasting time. We're wasting Mariah's time. Mariah, Empress Reverse. Empress Reverse talks about creative block, dependence, and mothering. So I feel like that's where you guys may have broken up because you felt like there was too much from one side. I wouldn't say... No, it was fully dependent. Someone was tired of the dependence and someone kind of wanted some sort of like... There's a better word for it, but like a release from the situation, right? I wouldn't say a release from the person, just from the situation. Like they just needed space because they feel like they were being smothered, and or didn't have that space to smother someone with their own love. I know you mentioned you guys broke up and are trying to get back together, but I think working on himself might come from there. Like you may have made him feel, you might made him feel too much too soon, and he wasn't ready for that yet. And that's no fault in your own. You're just someone who loves in your own way, and that just might not have clicked at that time of your relationship, which is fine. It just wasn't time for that point, right? And it's very understandable that some people are at different times in their lives, and it's going to move to different places. So seeing that and seeing that position in the past just kind of shows that's where it kind of started to get rocky. Maybe you did see yourself smother a bit too much. Maybe you were seeing yourself pushing or like being a bit attached or like overly attached, but that's fine. It's like that's definitely, it's okay, right? If that has happened, that's fine. You don't have to beat yourself up about it because you were still learning how you wanted to be loved or how you wanted to express your love as well. And with a person, no matter how long you've been dating, things develop and you learn a lot about yourself through time. The Knight of Cups is a card about following your heart and following romance. You want to go towards love. Love that is romantic, love that is heartfelt, love that makes your cup full and you feel full and, you know, not overwhelmed, but satisfied and happy. Like, you know, when you have a heavy, like a full heart, that's where, like, that's where you're kind of wanting to go now. And I feel like you're just going towards whatever is in front of you, which is why I feel like you're going towards your boyfriend or your ex, sorry, and seeing if you want to try again. But maybe he's not the person that is going to provide you with the love that you're looking for. Maybe he's not the person that is there for the love that you give, right? You need to find someone that is good for you, that is there for you. So what will happen, or what can happen, depending on how you want to... So this is what the situation is right now. This is where you're at. This is what can happen or what may happen, depending on where you want to push it or where you want to put to work. Because like I say, this is not set in stone. Everyone has their own agency and anyone can make a reading happen or not happen, right? I want to remind everyone in this chat, like, your fate is not tied to these cards. You are tied to your fate. And you can change your fate because you are a human who is powerful and strong and capable, and you'll be able to change it to what you want, right? This just lets you know what can or can't, or what may or may not happen, you know? You have to be the one to push yourself. You have to be the one to let yourself know how good of a person, how great of a person you are to make these changes. The Hermit, interesting. I want to start off with the Hermit. I kind of feel like the cards are talking about you needing to take a break for yourself. You need some introspection. You need some time to be alone and being happy to be alone. Not saying be happy to be alone forever, but just be happy that you've been alone for a little bit and learned a bit about yourself. I don't know how you feel about this relationship, or if you truly believe that it'll be good for you, but maybe you need to just take some time and figure out, is it going to be good for you? Is this the best thing for you now? Or should you go in, listen to what you're learning about yourself, find out what else you need to know about yourself, and then learn from there? Right? Now that I'm seeing it, this is tied. You need to make a judgment about where you want to be in your life and who you want to be with. You need to make this call. You need the time by yourself to figure it out. Because you can't just keep jumping into a relationship and kind of not know where to go next from there. The Judgment card also talks about a rebirth in a way. So kind of like having this idea of like kind of reminding yourself that you can change and things can change for the better. I do believe that it will be, but it really messed me up mentally, and I think I do need to take a step back. Yeah. And if in your heart of hearts, if you truly believe you may need some time, that's fine. If you need to take some time to just relax and meditate on a situation and just think about it, no one's gonna blame you for doing that. And you guys are broken up with, you know, you're not together. There's no rush to get back together. And if you think about it, what would be the best case scenario? You two coming back together, like rushing it and not really figuring out what to do next, or you two coming back together better than you've been in the past and more aware of what you need to do next and how you can make it better for each of you. So if you truly believe you need to take the time, which these cards are kind of suggesting here, not because of the situation, but because of what you want in life with this love here, take that time. But let's see what the Oracle cards have to say. Have faith in your dream again. Have faith in your dream. That's two things. Two love things for the two love people. Have faith in that dream. That's come out twice now. I feel like you want love. That's the best. That's the most that you want in this life. You are very much set in being loved and feeling loved by the gods. You can work on it. Just believe, right? Just believe. I'll read you the thing again, just to reinforce it. Don't give up. The situation you're asking about is still taking shape. You're nowhere near the end of the story. Whatever is happening now is just a step along the way. As they say in the self-help classics, everything will be okay in the end, and if it's not okay, it's not the end. However, the Waxing Crescent Moon card is a reminder that you must still keep working towards whatever it is that you want. If you can't take practical steps, spend time meditating on the question you're asking about, and allow your higher self to download information to you about your best next step. Overall, this card suggests that there is every reason to be hopeful for a very positive outcome to your situation, so just keep the faith. Just because you can't see your dreams, it doesn't mean they're not manifesting. Don't look back. Stay focused on moving forward, which is what this knight does. Be patient as events unfold. Dig a little deeper to find more courage. So the two things to take away. Don't look back. If you're moving forward and see new, better options in front of you that you know is going to fulfill you more and make you, get to this dream of being loved and having love, move forward towards that. Be patient. And finally, dig a little deeper to find more courage. So figure out what your soul wants. Figure out what it's trying to say and where you're trying to go with it, Take that time. Listen to your inner self. I swear to God, people need to do that way more often when it comes to these situations. And just go. And when it's time, you'll know when it's time, to be honest. That's kind of what these cards are trying to say. You'll know when it's time. You just need to figure out some stuff first. But yes, Mariah, thank you so much for letting me do your reading. I appreciate your time. That was actually quite nice. Pretty straightforward, and it's a good call for the deck. I like it when the tarot tells people to just focus on themselves first. Take some time first. Let's figure things out. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it may not have been the answer that you wanted, but hopefully it can push you towards something a little better and kind of focus you up into something more positive in the future. But yeah, thank you so much. Viv, it's your turn. Which deck, girl? Bruh, I have missed you. I've missed you and Em and seeing y'all around. It's so nice. It's so nice to just see your names in chat again. It's been very good. I love reading, darling. Use whatever it wants to use. Okay. Okay, we're gonna use this one because this feels like the one that wants to talk. I've missed you more. Oh, honey. It's been so nice. I still look forward to these streams. Hopefully you guys will show up. Sorry, my phone died. Thank you for my reading, though. That's okay, Mariah. Mariah, this will be coming up on... I'll be posting this VOD on YouTube. Search up Paper Penguin 17 as well. And you'll be able to just rewatch that reading if there's parts that you missed. Work and junk, I know. There's a lot. But boss, I still love your streams. And I love you guys for being here. It's so nice. I get so sad when I wake up and I see that you were live while I was sleeping. Ugh. Sorry, team. Dude, if I can grow this stream a bit more where it can be a part-time job, then I can do it part-time with work. You know I'm gonna fucking do that ASAP, Rocky. Like, fuck, I would jump into that so hard. Death in reverse. Yeah. I would prefer death to be upright. But that's the goal. I'm gonna keep working this stream. I'm gonna get it to a point where we can make this part-time. Can't wait. Also, we need to do something on the side, like... Let me manifest that. I'm doing that. I'm manifesting that shit for me, too. Trying to get that shit going. Maybe I need to start another thing on the side, like bring back my like game analysis and my literature read for video game. 4 fucking cards again. God damn it. 2 reversals. Yeah, Page of Cups. Page of Cups is very interesting. I need to know what that Ace of Swords in reverse is in that 10. Ouch. Oof. I'm interesting. You are, dog. You are. My love life is a mirror. Is even my amusing. And past reluctant to change. Right. I'm happy to provide the laughter. But you deserve to be loved too. You know? I'm gonna take a bite of this food. You let me know when you're ready. I'm always ready. Hell yeah. I'm still here. We love you too. It's fine. We spread this love around. And thank you for being here. Thank you for being patient. 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 readings in front of you, Dark Moon. Or Shara, sorry. And then we'll get to you. Alright, Viv, let's go. Death in reverse. An impasse, a reluctance to change. That very much sounds like you. You're very set in your ways in how you want to live your life. Very set in your ways in how you want to be treated and how you treat other people. Almost to a stubborn fault, but confident in yourself and confident in how you feel and what you know. Very important to have, very good to know. Page of Cups, though, quite interesting to have. So, again, this is about your love life, right? And when you talk about that death card, that looks like jelly donuts? I thought it was takoyaki from the tiny picture. Yeah, so you are reluctant to change. You don't want to change for nobody. You want people to fit into your life. Maybe that's the reason for why some things haven't worked out the way that they have. Like not wanting to... What's the word? When 2 people kind of find a medium. Oh my god, what's the word? We have to make a blank. Not a change. Not a deal. It's sort of a deal, but it's not. What's that word? God. Anyway. Not wanting to change. Not willing to change. When you meet in the middle. Oh my god. Whatever. Midway? Yeah, what's the one? What's that other one? When you both make sacrifices for the better of your relationship. Compromise. That's the one. You're not wanting to compromise with people. That is exactly the word. Thank you. God. That's the one. Yeah. Not like, I don't think you're not willing to compromise, but you were wanting the other person to compromise more, to fit into your life more, which is interesting. It's the Gemini rising, I'm sorry. Page of Cups here that talks about generosity, working hard to be better, but it's also the Page of Cups, which is about the young energy of the picture cards, because the other ones were numbers. I know they're all pictures, but they're numbers, and this is like the picture one. Of the picture cards, that is the youngest one, the smallest energy there. So maybe you're starting up again and learning new things about love, learning new things about how you interact with love yourself and how love affects your life and how you want things to look and feel. So yeah, you're learning from the past. You can look back in what's happened before and figure out what you can do next. Depending on whether or not you apply those learnings, we'll list out these two situations, because I see this, right, the 10 of Pentacles as stability. Your finances have come into place, you know, having all of that riches so it all comes together strong. That's where that 10, I see it coming from. But that Ace of Swords in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse talks about stress, poor judgment, and mental stagnation. When it comes to the mental stagnation, it's kind of like whether or not you're ready to make this change or feeling like they have to make a change for you. Stress and poor judgment. I'm not going to say judgment in people. I would say judgment in how you're reading the situation, right? Because I trust that you know what type of person that you want to be with and that you want, like, you can kind of figure out, yes, you want to be with them and they're the right person for you. It's just more of maybe they did something that you weren't a fan of, or maybe they'll do something that you're not a fan of and you're reading that as like the worst thing in the world. Maybe just take a step back when these things happen and figure out how to go there. Alundra, did you get that? Oh, thanks for purchasing that. I'm assuming you got that through the channel points, because I was like, oh, it's my emote. I love that emote. That's the most used one on this channel. Like out of the, or at least recently, out of the emotes that we have, that's the one that's been used like a lot. Okay, I'm just drawing your oracle card here, Viv, just to see. Ooh. Oh, it popped out this time. We don't get jumpers. This is our first jumper. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon Libra. That's fucking hopeful, huh? Pretty good. Pretty good. Is it new moon or full moon? Full moon. In Libra. It's not a game. I'm not a robot, but I challenge you. I wanted to purchase a bottle thing, but didn't have sufficient. Oh no. I do have the bottle ready, so if anyone purchases it for Alundra, can definitely do that for her. For them, sorry. I assumed. That's my bad. For them. Okay. Super resonate well with Julian's readings. Well, because you're very open too. Okay, I appreciate that. Also, there's that bottle thing. I'll do that first, and then we'll get to the oracle. Thank you, M. It's just a bottle. Legitimately, it's just this bottle being dinged. These are some hefty dings. Wait, I want one more, but with my phone. Oh, that's better. Okay, one more. Just for me. I still can't get over the fact that when we did that stream with Ink, the sound just did not go through for her because she had it cut on her mic. Well, send your thanks to M. Okay, Viv. Win-win outcome is forecast. The full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership, of falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions, This card suggests you're either about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow. Perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason and sometimes just for a season. Whoa, that's kind of cool. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time, so try not to fight it. This card can also refer to a professional relationship. There is a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take. Do something. Doing so might be the answer to your question. So this is just straight. You need to figure out how to compromise with someone, because then that's how you can get into what you want to get into. Whether it be school, right? Maybe you just need to click with someone better for a group project, or with love. So additional meanings. See the other person through the eyes of love. It will change your perspective. It's time for you to make a firm decision. Time for you to focus on yourself for a while. Look after yourself, but avoid vanity. And now it's a great time for a makeover. That's quite good. It's just a call for you to start making these sacrifices, you know? And sacrifices doesn't even have to be that intense a word, right? Just make these changes for you, for them, with them, in the mind of coexisting together. That's where it can and should go. But yes, Viv, go to sleep. Goddamn. Thank you for your read. I missed you. It was really nice to see you in the chat. I got an ad. I'll wait. We'll wait. But I'm still here. Okay, we'll wait. Go to bed. Thank you for coming by. Hopefully I can stream in the afternoons on the weekends, but we'll see. Night. Sun and Moon career. I got you. Alright, Alindra, Sun and Moon career. We can do that. Okay, you're back. Yeah, we'll hit you up with that Sun and Moon career. I was saying that. I don't know if you were still in the ad. Sorry, I don't think I played an ad, but I think Twitch just did that randomly for you. Also, anyone else in the chat, thank you for being very patient while your reads are coming up. And if there's anyone new, the queue is still quite open. The bottle ding really made my night. You know, I like hearing that because that bottle ding is such a fun thing. After the bottle pop was lost, because I haven't received that bottle back, the bottle ding was a good compromise. We're gonna start overusing that word because I wasn't able to figure it out before. I see 1222 and 222 a lot. Two. I wonder why two. I really didn't. This is where I found an empty glass reflecting the sad truth. Which one are we in? I need that mask. 100% Mexicana. Hi, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Our queue is still open. We've got 4 people in. We're currently doing Alindra's reading. And if you want to join, you're more than welcome to. If you want to just hang out and just listen to some reads, also more than welcome to. Welcome to the queue. Okay, Alindra, when you're ready, let's get started. Just let me know. And yes, I love the imagery a lot. It's so... Soft is a brilliant word for the description of the deck, but I like also the words airy. I like the words mystical. Fairy comes into mind as well, even though it's not a fairy deck. But yeah, Alindra, when you're ready, let me know. Yes. Okay, let's go. Career-wise, okay, King of Swords sits in the past. I'll read you the definition in the book. just so I can kind of let you know where my mind is going with this read. It talks about, it says, the king is a passionate and brilliant thinker. Rational judgment and idealism is its kind of key points here. The sword is equitable and points the way towards lofty goals. The white horse represents mental strength. These birds signify the unity of intelligence, emotions, and actions. I agree, something about the image is soothing. Yeah, I know, right? So that's that King of Swords. That idea of setting a lofty goal, I think that's what plays through a lot for this one. Because once you acquire that King of Swords energy, that kind of makes you understand that you are confident in where you're going. You are confident in the skills that you have and or are developing. But you're confident in your skills to know that you will be fine as long as you continue to work hard, right? At the moment, you are with this Five of Pentacles energy, which talks about worry. Usually, the Five of Swords... I keep saying swords. Why? These Five of Pentacles likes to talk about being left out in the cold, being unsure of where you're supposed to go next, kind of being shut off and shut down by a couple of people. The call here just seems to be to understand that the journey is a long one, especially with career, right? You're going to continue to work on it and things are going to continue to change no matter what. So seeing that career take shape through time, there is going to be failures. There is going to be mistakes. We just have to push forward as they happen, you know? Which is fine. Being in this state of worry and being unsure of where to go next is okay. Everyone has been there before. Everyone will continue to be there. It's just a place that you have to push through and not let get to you as best as you can. Like, continue to worry. Worrying is fine. Just don't let it consume you. That's the big thing. I'm currently jobless and I stopped going to college. So I am a bit lost trying to find my way. My plan is to finish college. I just need one more semester. Yeah, dude, go for it. Straight up. At least, like, it may not give you direct dividends or a direct outcome straight away, but it's something to work towards, right? You have this time to figure out what you want. Going back to uni, maybe it's not the thing that you actually want to do. Maybe during your semester, you find out what you really want to do and like find ways to work towards that. You need to take the time for that. My only thing is here, once you do find that thing, you need to do not drown yourself with it, right? Because I am confident that with the King of Swords energy that you had in the past, you are still going to keep pushing forward to what you want to do and a job that will fulfill you. It's just the thing here with that Seven of Cups just tells me that you need to take it at a slower pace. You know, pace yourself nicely when you're doing the job, getting used to it, or finding your way to work towards it. Drowning yourself in that stress and that pain of overworking and just, you know, like an unnecessary need to push yourself nonstop. That's one thing that you should work out for, listen out for, is that you just take the time and slowly work towards it. You don't have to be at 100% pace all the time. My airhead needs to stop thinking. I'm a Gemini sun, a Libra moon, and Aquarius ascendant. I'm Aquarius ascendant as well. Yeah, basically don't overdo it, because I'm sure you'll find it. That's where I feel like the King of Swords is going to lead you to. Have some fun time, like me time. Yeah. Your whole life shouldn't surround your work, right? Work is there to just be a part of your life to help you live life. And that's something that I've been trying to struggle with myself and fighting through, is that my life is not my job. And I have to remember that I'm working so I can have money to do things that I truly love to do. Example, this stream. You know, I chose that job that I am at now so that I can have time to stream and feel fulfilled when I do this type of thing. And I do. Yes, I'm tired. Yes, I don't like the job sometimes, but it's given me an opportunity here and it's let me understand. So that's kind of where it's coming from with that Seven of Cups. Don't let it take over your life unless it's something you're extremely passionate about and that's what you've been working for your entire life. That's fine. But if it's just a job to get money, dog, you don't have to push it that hard. It's time to release negativity. Full Moon in Scorpio. How fucking pretty is this card? I'm gonna say that for every single card, but look at that. Oh boy. Wow. Oh, I love the color so much. I want that to be a tattoo. But I have no Scorpio in my chart whatsoever. In my, like, obvious chart. And I don't relate to being Scorpio either. Full moon in Scorpio. Thank you so much for reading and your advice. It really helps. Oh, well, thank you for listening and projecting stuff onto the reading, right? It's a two-way street when we're doing tarot readings. You being able to put yourself into the reading and seeing what you can take away from it, and me just trying my best. Sometimes seeing perspectives from other people helps a lot. Yeah, it does. And that's why I always like to try talking to my friends about certain things so I can just see what they see. Figure out and like understand if I'm overthinking it or not. Anyway, here's what the card says. If you've been feeling paranoid and acting weird, take this card as a very direct message from the cosmos to stop it. Worrying yourself is pointless. It's time to release any negativity you have around the situation you're asking about. If someone has been unkind to you, perhaps it's time for you to release them. This card heralds an emotionally intense time, since both the full moon and Scorpio themselves are both extremely intense. It's time for you to feel all of your feelings. There could be some nastiness in the air when you pull this card, and if that's the case, take it as a sign to move away from anyone or anything you feel is toxic. For some, however, this card has a totally different meaning. Take this next part with a grain of salt. I know that sexuality can be very different and how people treat sex is different, so maybe this is not for you. But if it is, cool. Your sex life can improve now if you make an effort. Use your magic. You have all you need inside you to bring about your desired result. I know we were talking about career reading, but I guess that's there too. I've been trying to just do what's best for me at the moment. I want to return to my authentic self. Yeah. And if that takes time, and that takes time, right? Because you need to figure out what your authentic self feels like again, or where you were before, and how you can apply that to yourself now. Additional meanings: it's time to move from living fearfully to living joyfully. You're right to have suspicion. Grudges are toxic. Let something go. The end of an argument. Guko FT, welcome. Hi, welcome to the queue. And Big Chewy Failson, welcome to the queue. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Wagga. Anyway, yes, please read the blurb that M has posted there. We're doing 3 card reads with 1 oracle deck. We're just learning the oracle because it's my first time there. Oh, do you have to go? Oh, that's okay. If you need to leave the queue, you can. But I'll leave your name in the queue in case you're here at the end of the stream. I'll be streaming for another hour or so. So if you're still here by then, I'll just leave you in the queue, Mexicana. Hope everyone here has a good rest of the day or night. I hope you do too. Thank you so much for your time, Alundra. Appreciate you. Good luck. We'll come back. Thank you. Okay. Hopefully, I'm still streaming by the time you come back. But yeah, we'll leave your name in the queue there. Thanks for using the Ubus. Kuku FT, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the community. I hope you enjoy your time here. Craze Crown, I hope you're still here. It's your turn for your reading. Next would be Dark Moon Eye Shora, and then Diva Dwarf. Actually, let's see if you're still in the chat. Yep, you're still in the chat. While you're not responding, everyone in the chat, please choose a deck. So when it's your turn to do the read, I know which deck to use. We have 3 decks. The way that you can look at that is by using the prompt here on the command list, !decks. Let me know when it's your turn for the read, and let's go for that. Oh, Alindra, thank you. Yeah, we do upload it on YouTube. You'll see the past VOD for the games and just the other tarot streams that we did. I tried to screen record my advice, but it didn't save. No, that's fine. It'll be up on YouTube. Most likely tomorrow. I don't know how. Sometimes it takes forever to load, but tomorrow will be good. So Kales, M. Lol. Thank you, M. I swear to God, you make stream quality so much nicer, M. Quality of life has been so good for everyone in the chat and for me, so cheers, bud. Big cheers to you, friend. Dude, it happens. The amount of times I spell customer names wrong because they have a long last name and I just mix up letters, too many times. Okay. Okay, so same with 100% Mexicana. They're not, I don't think Grace Crown is still here, and or they're either muted, but we'll keep them in the queue. Shora, if you're here, let me know and we can do your reading. I'm just gonna put myself in the queue again, just so I can get that done here. Let me know which deck you would like, and if you have like a question for the read, can do a question, or if you just want a general, we can do a general as well. Sun and Moon, hell yeah. So yeah, we'll keep Craze, we'll keep Mexicana in queue, and if they're still here by the time I'm done streaming, blessing, oh god, blessing Sarah on the way. Blessings Sarah on the way, or blessings are on the way. Blessings are on the way for 200. Sorry, God, I cannot read. Welcome to the queue. Thank you for the follow. Jesus Christ, can I? Why is that so hard to read? Blessings are on the way. Oh my God, so sorry. So sorry. Dark Moon, yeah. So I'm just gonna pull these cards, or these cards are gonna pop out for a general. But if you wanted to lead it somewhere, I've been thinking for this girl for a while, and she's been acting differently. I hope for the better, but we'll find out. Okay, so we'll do the spread for should you not do something. I'm in that position too. That's a fun one. She's a fire sign in Aries. She's an Aries! Oh, good luck. Aries are, you know, they're fun. They're a lot. I love my Aries friends. Sometimes, though. What is your sign? We stopped talking for a while. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say that's a specifically Aries thing. It just happens when people just kind of get busy. Interesting. Things happened and I walked away. Ah. Oh, so it was you who made this decision. Okay. Okay, I see, I see. And if you, it was like, it was a bad decision, then, not a bad decision, but like, if bad things were happening and you had to walk away, I'm glad you made that decision. I'm not sure if she's looking for me to come back. You're Libra. Ah. I see, I see. Oh, Chewy, do you need to leave the queue? Yeah, you can use the leave command there. I saw what time it was, lol. Sorry, fam. I stream at very weird times because I live in New Zealand. But, hey, I appreciate you even trying to join in, hanging out even for a little bit. Hopefully you catch me at a better time next time and we can get you good there for next time. Hey, Broski Bowl! Dude, what's up? Haven't seen you in a bit. How are you? Yes. Dark Moon, when you're ready, let's get this rolling. We'll get started with your reading. Lots of things happen, yeah. Lots of things do be happening. It's been 3 to 4 months. Okay. Okay, let's see where we can lead you right now. Let's see how we can settle your mind. I'm good. How have you been? Busy, dude. Been busy. Started working full time, so it's been a bit up and down. But I'm very happy to be making money. Need to figure out what to do next in my life. Supposedly I should start looking for a house, but also like having thoughts about maybe I should just do some fun stuff while I'm young. Hard to balance, you know? Hard to balance. I don't make that much money. Okay. Let's do this for you, Dark Moon. So that Four of Pentacles that sits in the past is power. Are we going to reconnect and something good will come from it? Okay, we'll see if that's where you want to go. So that Four of Pentacles, I think, was the basis of how you were able to leave the situation, right? You saw change you weren't happy with. You weren't really down to continue with it or see where it's going. So what happened for you next is you walking away. And you walking away was a result of the power and the stability that you have in your life and in yourself. The character here in this card is surrounded by four towers. I would even say 4 rooks. And they like hold mystical power inside of them. They hold 4 pentacles that keeps them stable and ready. And that stability inside of yourself, that stability that you hold, is what helps you move and what helps you get over and through that situation. 8 of Swords, interference. It's kind of like you're tying yourself or restricting yourself in a way for letting things happen. I understand there may be some fear that they have changed. There may be some fear in what has happened with the situation and that maybe it might just be another toxic cycle for you. And or you're kind of blind in the fact that you understand it is a toxic cycle, but you still want to try anyway. Whatever it is for you, we're going to need to figure that out and see what you want out of the situation. Because it sounds selfish, yes, but it's a give and take, right? 2 people being in a friendship or in an understanding of some sort need to know that they're on the same page. So I would say free yourself from these restraints. I feel like you're giving yourself some arbitrary rules in terms of I can only reply to them after this amount of time. I'll only hear them out for this long. We're not going to go out by ourselves. We need to do certain things there. Like there's a line between putting up barriers to yourself and putting up barriers for this friendship to maybe start up again, or putting roadblocks in to make sure that it fails so you can feel good about it not working out because you were a bit scared of putting in the work or putting in some effort there. That's just kind of the call out with the 8 of Swords, because it's putting yourself into that position. It's that interference with yourself. And that 2 of Wands there, that 2 of Wands talks about being in control, having everything under control, actively seeking fresh challenges, and showing like a balance there. So the card is yin yang in the way that the character is dressed and the character holds these swords, looking over what is next and seeing where to go. So that might just be you understanding that you need to end this and not go back to it because you know it's not going to be good for you, or just reevaluating the situation and seeing where you can go next from it. Which is interesting to see. Yeah. I left for nega reasons. That group was being... Nega, I'm assuming that means like negative. Is that what you mean by that? And that's fine. Maybe you don't have to go back. You don't have to go back if you don't want to. It's good. Maybe you need to put these interferences in the way to make sure that you don't have to be pulled back. Maybe they're just actually boundaries that you need to put down. But you are confident in yourself. Continue to be confident in yourself. Another one. A win-win situation is... A win-win outcome is forecast. The exact same cards are coming out. I'm shuffling the shit out of this deck as well. Cool, cool, cool. So that's full moon in Libra. Nice to have a card that's from your sun sign. Cool. And let me read this to you now. The full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership, of falling in love. Falling in love and closely relating to someone else. The full moons are about climaxes and conclusions. This card suggests you're either about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow. Perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. Seems like the coming to an end part is what's more related here. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason, and sometimes it's just for a season. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time, so try not to fight it. This card can also refer to a professional relationship. There is a sense that you need a balance to your ego with someone else's needs. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take, and doing so might be the answer to your question. I don't feel like I did something wrong because I haven't. Well, if you feel like they've just changed and you need to walk away from it, it's fair enough. And I can understand that from the point of the group who has been that toxic group towards people. I can see why people would like to walk away from a situation, especially if they just, for the simplest reason, just like not vibing with the group. That's totally fair. And they don't gotta force themselves to hang out with us anymore, you know? And if you feel that you don't have to force if you feel like you have to force yourself to hang around with them, then maybe you know it's time to move on. And it's an absolutely fair decision. Additional meanings for the card. See the other person through the eyes of love. It will change your perspective. Maybe you can understand where they're coming from. And seeing how they feel, maybe. It's time for you to make a firm decision whether or not you want to actually go back or end it. And it's time for you to focus on yourself for a while. Look after yourself, but avoid vanity. And now is a great time for a makeover. Nice. So Dark Moon, that's pretty much it. Maybe take the time to reevaluate what's happened between you two. Not you two, but like you and the group. And kind of work from there, because it does not seem like it was an easy decision to stop hanging out with them. I don't think it ever is an easy decision to stop hanging out with people. That works out. Excuse me. Alright, Kuko, TFA, sorry. FT, god damn it, I cannot read. That's where that Two of Wands comes in. The Two of Wands in this position, that's going to tell you to look at what's in front of you, look at your possibilities, and then go from there. But be patient. I say this for all of my readings because we can't rush shit like we do in this era. You know, we get things instantly, and sometimes it takes a little bit for it to get to us, and we just have to be patient. Okay, Craze Crown, one more time. If you are here, let me know when it's your reading. But Diva Dwarf, you are up next as well. So I'll leave that there for Craze, and then we'll do this for Diva. cool. Diva, it's there as well. But if Crazed Crown comes in, then we'll do Crazed ones first. But Diva, if you're here, let me know. And dude, anytime, Dark Moon. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you can kind of figure out where you want to go next. Man, thank you so much for your time and your patience. And I hope everything works out. It's not easy, but I do hope everything works out. Guko, if Diva and Crazed Crown don't say anything, we're gonna go do your read next as well. No, I see you, dog. I see you here already and ready and raring to go. So we'll put... Actually, we'll do this. I'll just give it a second, you know? Because they might, you know, be getting food, playing a game, and they just put this on and waited for their turn. But they still have their turn. Gotta let them know. And if you're embarrassed that maybe you missed out your turn and then you don't want to like say that you missed it, don't be. Just let me know, we can do your read because we're here for you to do your read. I'm gonna do a thing here. Okay, I'm gonna head to bed. M, thank you for hanging out for so long. 100% miss you. 100% missed you. I hope to see you again on stream, off stream. Maybe I can let you know about the thing that's happening with me as well. I might tell you off stream too. Stuff has happened, dude. Stuff has happened, and oh boy. But yes, good night. Thank you for being here. Have a good sleep. How long have I been doing tarot? I'm gonna leave you with this though. Ooh. I've been doing tarot for about 3 years now, Kuko. I actually don't remember when I got my first deck, but I've been doing tarot for people for about 2 years now. I think I've had 3 years of actual tarot. Yeah. Tarot on stream, it's been about 6 to 8 months, I think. Hasn't been that long, but I've loved every second of it. Super fun. And yeah, Guko. Actually, yeah, we'll do your read now. I haven't heard anything. I really know how to be a good reader. Believe in yourself. That's one huge thing. You have to believe in your read. Which deck would you want, by the way? We have the 3 options if you do exclamation decks. How's my romantic future gonna look like with TA? How's our compatibility? Let's find out. Yeah, in which deck? I don't know if you listed it at the beginning, but I don't remember. But yeah, like, I don't think you'll ever feel that you're a good tarot reader, because I definitely don't feel like I am. I just like doing it and doing reads for people, and I find it like I won't say that I'm good. I'll say I'm like competent. I won't say that I'm like the best or, you know, high up there. The main thing with me is that I have a lot of fun doing this, and sometimes time just flies by when I'm doing tarot reads for people, and like my brain is just in a state of wanting to continue to do reads. So just have fun with it. If it's meant just for you, then just leave it for yourself and do what you want with it. Whether it be the Mystic Stuff Housewives deck. Okay. It is an interesting deck. It's my favorite one. If it's you know, if it's fun for you, it's fun for you. That's what you gotta work towards. Justice. Hell yeah. Quick and simple. Gets out of the deck, jumps out straight away. Strength. Okay, 2 majors. Hell yeah. But also just, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, very quick. Very quick to jump out. You'll find your own style. You'll find your own spreads that you'd like doing more, using specific decks that you may like more. You have to, art is totally different. Yeah, I love it so much. But yeah, it's just, you just have to take your time with it. Take your time to learn and be patient with yourself. Okay, let's switch up the music. Thank you, Insane in the Rain. You goddamn genius. Em, go to bed, goddamn. The message I've been sending, lol. Hell yeah. But go to bed, goddamn. Thank you for keeping this chat alive. Okay, Guko, when you're ready, let's get started with your read. Good night, Em. You are ready. Good. So the Justice talks about fairness, rewards, and punishments. I just need to send that again so you had it. Oh, yo, you know what? Fair. Let me just copy that. I wasn't even thinking about it, but thank you. Good night. Yeah. Justice in terms of Guko. So Guko, justice, it comes from the fact that it affects everyone, and it doesn't like back down for anyone. It treats everyone fairly. It's just, you know how that is. I feel like something happened to you where you felt like it was fair that it did. Maybe there was a point with your relationship with TA that kind of showed. I won't even think it's with TA. I think it's more. Oh, Dark Moon, thanks for the follow. Yo, thanks for also still being here. If you need to leave because you need to sleep, please go to sleep. Goddamn. But yeah, I think you just came through situations in the past, Kuko, where you kind of understand like failures in relationships, and you kind of understand that yes, you were partially to blame. Yes, you had mistakes that were made, but also that other person did not help the situation when it failed. Kind of find it interesting that the strength card is in the middle. I feel like with you asking this question with the tarot, you're kind of feeling like your relationship with TA is slipping a little, and or you're very unsure about it. I think have faith in yourself, have faith in your relationship with her, that either way it goes, you're still going to get the love that you deserve. Maybe it's not with her. Why did I assume it was a her? So sorry. It may not be with them. You may not, be 100% sure of that, but you know that if you keep strong, you'll attract the right people towards you. I like this Queen of Cups being here for you. Talks about intoxication, emotions, and introspection. A highly emotional and introspective, the Queen of Cups usually represents a woman in your life or a feminine aspect of your own personality. For her, the glass is always half full, if not filled to the brim. Her intoxicating qualities leave others feeling a bit tipsy, and her propensity for sentimental musings often leads to neglect of household responsibilities. So that, to me, just leads you to that sign of you continue to be strong for yourself, you continue to build yourself as a person, and you'll just attract the people who will want to be around you, want to have fun with you. Maybe it just takes like a night out with this person to figure out whether or not you do want to be with them or if it's going to work out. I think to find out your question of whether or not you're compatible, you have to put yourself in situations where it's fun. That's how you'll learn whether or not you are. Because you're hoping right now, these cards are telling me from your aspect that you need to be the one to just keep it chill and show your good side and not overbear, and things can work out. But ultimately, you need to just present yourself to have a good time with them. Because if you continue to have a good time with them, then things can work out properly. Okay. Hello, is the queue for reading still open? Sue8998, yes it is. Oh shit, dude. Conclusions are within reach. Let me just show you that goddamn beautiful art. Holy moly. Look at the colors of that moon. How? How even? How even? Full moon and eclipse. Okay, here we go. So, full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. And just like that, a door slams shut. If you pull this card, it suggests that the situation you're asking about is to reach a peak, or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you're expecting now is what your soul signed up for, a way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you're letting go of someone or something, know that it's the right time, as hard as it may be. Forgiving someone for what they did could be the key to resolving the situation in a positive way. It doesn't make right what they did, but it releases it so you can move on. Additional meanings: doors which slam shut now will not reopen. It's time for you to get back on track. Forgiveness will set you free of karma. Meditation and yoga are all recommended now. And CD control and let events unfold. So, it's not looking great. But because I feel like you're into them already. So the situation here is that you're very much into them. You very much want to see where it's going to go next. However, it'll be up to them if they want to pursue it and continue and go and date you, you know? It'll be up to them to make that decision. So it's out of your hands. That's why the strength card is here, because you need to keep strong either way. And that's why this Queen of Cups here is because just have fun. Just have fun in the moment. Just have fun in the situation that you're in. Being like having a crush and being in love, that doesn't come a lot for most people. So just have fun, see where it goes, ask them out, and just kind of hope for the best. That's where the sign is going. Just lead it and see what happens. God, that's not what you wanted to hear for sure, but that's like 90% of like love asking about other people. It's out of our hands. It's out of our hands. It's up to them if they want to pursue it with us. But my God, good luck. You can do this. It'll be fun or it'll be a lesson either way. Okay. Final calls. Diva Dwarf. Crazed Crown. Here we go. But yeah, Guko, thanks so much for the time. I really appreciate your patience. Blessings are on the way. It is your turn for the read. If you are not here, we're going to jump down to Broski Bowl. And then jump down. Oh, Diva Dwarf is here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, let me just... Diva Dwarf. Sorry, Blessings. Diva Dwarf was like waiting. I'm just giving that call. So we'll do Diva Dwarf first. Diva, let me know what deck you want. And the theme of your read. And then Blessings on the way. We're going to do you next. I recently tried reaching out to this Gemini. I wonder if it's going somewhere. At least the friendship, maybe. Okay, cool. I'll send it again later. Cool, thank you. I really appreciate that, because sometimes I just miss things because I'm dumb and I forget. Diva, let me know which one. And for the people left in the queue that isn't Blessings, if you do not tell me the deck that you want, I will just choose one. That's where we're gonna go at this point, because it's close to finishing time. So I just want to make you guys aware. Any is fine. Will my friend Chris reconcile with me today? Okay. Okay. Again, I don't do reads for people finding out how other people feel, or if other people would do things. It's just a breach in their privacy. Do not want to do that with them. Do not want to do that against them, because if you think about it, I don't want anyone trying to figure out how I feel through tarot. I would rather just have a conversation. So, we'll see whether or not you're willing to take this reconciliation and what you can do next. 3 cards popped out straight away. Cool. Alright, Diva, when you're ready, let me know and we'll get started. I have a workmate at work named Chris. That was a redundant sentence. Ready. Cool. So what sits in your past here is the 9 of Swords. And that 9 of Swords is not necessarily a negative card in terms of what has happened. It is, however, a negative card in expecting bad things to happen. So maybe Chris did something. Maybe you and Chris had a fight. I'm not really sure what that situation has come to, but you were expecting the worst, and the worst didn't happen. It was just your fear of the worst that got into the way and kind of let things spiral out of control. I hope it's that and not that Chris did something bad. Am I from the UK or the US? I'm from New Zealand, so Oceania. But I grew up with an American accent. I'm from the Philippines. Had a fight. Yeah, okay. That makes also sense. So yeah, the fear of fear itself. So maybe you guys were afraid, started hurting each other in terms of that fight, a disagreement that went wrong, but that's fine. It wasn't your fault. Okay. So yeah, things maybe just did get out of hand there. You're looking back at the situation with a lot of nostalgia. Or his, okay. So it was like a miscommunication at some point. So if it's no one's fault, someone needs to reconcile, and I'm assuming you want Chris to be the one to reconcile. A third party caused it. Okay, that makes it a lot more complicated. That's hard because both of you need to be ready to reconcile. It's not just Chris, right? His manipulator. So I'm assuming his girlfriend or something, or his partner that kind of broke you two apart. Because you look back your relationship with Chris and you miss him. That's that 6 of Cups here. Nostalgia, looking back at the past, seeing the good that was there, and like kind of sucks that you guys had a fight. I guess that's where that 9 of Swords came from. Arita said he has to reconcile. I would listen to that reader as well, but also understand that, you know, the reads that we give you, or if you get a tarot reading, not set in stone. If you want to be the person to push forward and make this move to reconcile and to get the ball rolling, you're more than welcome to. We'll see what your oracle card says as well. Because what's here in the future is the 2 of Swords. Crossroads is a decision. This decision needs to be made at some point. I was worried and told him to be careful. Oh, and he didn't listen. Just his friend. Either way, you shouldn't be manipulating other person to tell them how they feel about a friend. Oh. Okay, that's a big one too. If you can't reach out. There has to be a way to reach out. But if Chris is ready, Chris will come back. But even at this point, sometimes maybe... Actually, no. With this 2 of Swords, I'm going to say this now. With that 2 of Swords, it's going to be a point... You're going to come to a point in your life, or a point in this cycle, where you would have to just let it go. And make a decision to let it go, because the crossroads of waiting for him to come back and be your friend again may not happen. He actually had a go at me, lol. You don't have to send the details, but I'm just curious. Because I'm a nosy bitch, but, you know, don't say anything you don't want to, please. If you want to keep it to yourself, you are most welcome to keep things to yourself. Okay, so yeah. You do want this relationship to come back. I don't think it looks like he's not going to reconcile. It's more of just like how you would react to the situation here. But the Oracle could say something different, giving him the time to discover the manipulation. So we have the full moon in Pisces, balance spirituality and practicality, giving time to discover the manipulation. But there's got to be a time where, Diva, you just have to move away from the situation and not think about it. Crossroads might be him too. Maybe he'll come into a crossroads to make the decision. But if he comes back, it's also going to be a crossroads for yourselves, because do you want him back in your life? Would you want him to come back? Is that something you really want, or just want because you miss the nostalgia of being friends with him? A lot of questions to ask, a lot of questions to figure out. Because if you don't have him around, you gotta make your time useful and like not have to sit back and think about this all the time, you know? Because he may have to make a decision. It sounds like with what you said in terms of him blocking you, he will have to be the one to make a decision. But you can't hang yourself up on this. You have to move on with yourself and move on with your life and go to the people who actually want to be around you and listen to you and take the time with yourself. Cool. Full moon in Pisces. Have you been so ahead in the clouds that you've lost touch with reality? If so, take this card as a sign you need to pay attention and make a concerted effort to move towards your goals. The more practical steps you can take, the better. It's time to find an inner balance between your responsibilities and your dreams. Meditate on your question, and the solutions to your issue may now come through very clearly. If you're in a tricky situation because you've been acting the martyr, this card will be a message from the cosmos to drop the act for everyone's sake. I was manipulated too, and apparently we are soulmates. We were family in a past life. I feel connected to him. Family or not, soulmates or not, they can still be assholes to you, and sometimes you still have to walk away from them. I'm just gonna close the queue as well. Hold on. Just don't want that to come through there. Okay. Additional meanings of this card. You're in a super romantic state, but not super realistic. Follow your intuition. It won't let you down. At worst, this card can herald the end of a dream. The person you're inquiring about is a soulmate, so that was correct from your side. And avoid substance abuse. Oh shit, I remember getting this card. It's a tough call, dude. It's a tough call because it's someone that you miss, someone that you very much deeply have a connection with and love. But people in life can surprise you. And sometimes you might just have to let them go, and that's just how it is sometimes. It's hard to hear, but if Chris is not going to make that effort, you shouldn't waste your energy on that, and you have to move on to something that's better for you. It's tough. I'm sorry that you are going through it. Hopefully you can get through it. If you need help, we do have that Discord that we have here, so if you want to have a chat, I'm there to just listen to people's problems. People in the community are also very nice and very helpful, so if you're willing there, it's there. But good luck. It's not going to be easy, but look after yourself. Now's the time for you. Yeah. Blessings are on the way. Rider deck, cool. Good. Quick answers are good. Any delayed answers, we'll just get with other reading. But yeah, Diva Dwarf, dude, thank you so much for taking the time, being very patient with these reads. I'm glad you came around and got the read here. Thank you for your patience, and good luck. Really, it's all hopefully everything works out. Oh, there we go. Strong cards. Welcome to the Strong Card Club. Blessings. When you are ready, let me know, and we will get you started. Yes. Okay. That world card sitting in the past was an end of a cycle. An end of a good cycle. Completion, unions, and accomplishment. You've reached a point in the past where you were done. You succeeded, you were moving on, and everything worked out in a very nice, everything seemed to be packaged nicely with a bow on top of it. That's how it feels here. Very good, very nice. What is meant for you will be yours no matter how long it's going. What's meant for you will be yours no matter how long it's going. What's not meant for you will never be yours. Exactly. So that is correct. But you also have to understand it's hard to hear, especially when you have such a connection with someone. So I understand if Diva Dwarf is upset. It's fair. It's definitely very fair. But for you, blessings, dude, I think blessings are not on the way for you. Blessings are just around you. That's where this is it's kind of nice seeing that, because that world completion showed that you're starting a new cycle in life. You've progressed towards the next best thing. You're moving forward. Queen of Wands, being confident, loving yourself, and embracing your flaws. If you don't feel that energy there, it's that sign, and this is the call to do so. Move towards that. See where you can go with that. Like, understand that you are in a, it's okay. It's a progress. Exactly. It takes a lot of time. But yeah, for you, blessings, like, now's the time to listen to yourself. Listen to, like, the compliments that you feel like you want to give to yourself. Listen to the confidence that you have that's, like, kind of just emanating from yourself. That's really nice to have. And the strength card is quite straightforward in the future. You'll continue to grow. You'll continue to manifest your self-worth, your belief, and your, like, confidence in yourself. Whatever this new cycle is for you, I very much love. It's very scary, I feel like, but you're more excited and more willing to make changes and jump into this new change, right? So this is kind of like a very strong and confident Fool, right? Because the Fool card, you jump into what's next, but the Fool card, you're not sure whether it be good or bad. This one, you're not sure whether it be good or bad, but you're ready. No matter what it is, you're ready, and you're going to push through, and you're going to work towards it. Like, there's an unlimited amount of potential here, and if you just continue to be positive to yourself, you will only grow stronger. You will become over-leveled and overpowered, and anyone that has to deal with you will need more goddamn training to deal with you, because you are just out there. South Node, don't let the past hold you back. I like that. Look forward to what's coming. See your potential. Feel like that confidence, like, growing in you, and watch that. Watch it. Whatever we call it. Watch it, like, move. That chariot energy. Yeah, I'm saying there's a good potential here. You feel very confident in this. It's a new start. This friendship is only gonna give you more strength and help you grow. It's good. It's gonna be good. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be good in terms of, like, it'll be super easy, just fall into your lap. You're going to have to put in some work. Always a given. Always a given that you have to put in the work. Always a given that there's steps to be made. Let me just get the South Node here. South Node, don't let your past hold you back. The South Node, like the North Node, is a karmic point, but it's opposite to the North Node and relates to the past. Perhaps even to past lives. Whatever you're going through and whatever you're asking about, there's a chance that age-old programming and conditioning has stopped you from achieving all that you might. Do you feel stuck in something? This card will often come as a sign that the situation or relationship you're asking about has somehow become suffocating, even toxic. Don't even think that here. Suggests that someone, even you, so maybe this is you, need to be released. That there's some kind of addiction going on or an unhealthy attachment that needs to be sorted out. One thing for sure is when you get this card, you're being challenged to make some changes, even if staying where you are feels easier and safer. So maybe there's a lot of, like, compromise that has to happen here for this friendship to start working. Your past baggage needs to not be a part of this friendship because it's a new friendship. A relationship is karmic and has played out across many lifetimes. You're attracted to someone maybe verging on the obsessive. That could also be a thing there. Maybe see where you are. See where you are with this obsession, and just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. So yes, there's a lot of potential, a lot of good. I do like how this came out because it's a good reminder of, like, settle your kettle. Let things develop as they will, but be confident in yourself and push through with it. See where you're going, because you guys can have a really nice friendship here. Not gonna say a relationship. It does not look like a relationship, but a good friendship. So maybe if you're, like, attracted to that idea of love, pull back. I had the feeling that people are trying to get me, but I'm willing to start friendships now. Good. That's very good. And again, I understand it's hard to trust, especially if you were, like, messed with in the past. But man, taking these little steps to get there, very key and very important. So, thank you Friendship is a great foundation. Friendship is the foundation. We need to start as friends first. Blessings. Thank you so much for your time and your patience. Second call to Craze Crown and 100% Mexicana if she's back, if they're back. If not, all good. Broski Ball, we're going to do your read. Are you here? I need a yes. If not, we're going to move on to Sue. 8998. We're going to skip this song. It's slow and a bit sad. Okay. Hi. Should I trust my intuitions about Libra? Oh, right. I remember that. Can you have the writer deck? You can most definitely have the writer deck. What messages my spirit guides have for this? Whoa, this is aggressive. That came out so aggressive. And this came out aggressive. 2 2s straight away. Interesting. Also, for the people left here in chat, I'm going to raid after this. If you would be so kind to join me for that raid, that'd be cool. If not, all good. Cool. Cool. When you're ready, broski, we'll get started. Sorry if this is feeling a bit rushed. We're just very close to the 2-hour mark here. And I need to take time for myself every night just so I can refocus and resurface. Resurface? That's not the word. Anyway. When you're ready, broski, let me know. Just a yes or I'm ready. Anything to go and we'll be able to start. Ready. Did that come out aggressive? Yeah. So these cards came out pretty strong, so let's see where you're at, dog. Cool. So, 2 of Wands reversed. Rushed plans fall through. Short-term visualizations. Maybe in the past you saw potential in some things and jumped into it straight away way too quickly. I'm seeing a lot of like overexcitement about a situation in the past and like kind of going through from there and not necessarily planning out the next steps, which is quite important, especially for like a relationship and trying to see something about someone. 2 of Swords, time for decision and compromise. Know your options. Well, that moon card popped out for you there as well. That's interesting. Your oracle card jumped. I think your intuitions are quite loud. Quite loud. So I'm gonna pop that down there so you can see that as well. Very strong. Because yeah, you know you have to make a decision, but you know you're gonna have to, you know what decision you want to make. Like, I don't see any hesitation here. It may be dangerous from the past because you've jumped into things really quickly before, but I don't see any hesitation in terms of where you want to go and what you want to do with this person, and like in terms of moving into a relationship. Just interesting. But that Page of Pentacles is in reverse, which talks about disruption, stubbornness, and an unwillingness to learn. So not wanting to learn, huh? Like kind of just wanting things to go your way. Sorry, my wife, I didn't get the meaning of that first card. Oh, so the 2 of Wands in reverse, just jumping into things way too quickly. You're just way too excited. I don't think you're going to be learning from the past with this Page of Pentacles here. Also, if you want things to just recap and what I said for these readings, it's going to be on YouTube. Paper Penguin 17 as well on YouTube. But yeah, it's going to take some time. You want to make a decision, it's going to take some time. You might have to just take a step back for a second and go from there. Because yeah, Page of Pentacles, man. Disruption, stubbornness, and an unwillingness to learn. You gotta learn from the past. You gotta learn from your mistakes. Because how are you gonna keep them around if things turn out good, right? Yes, they're supposed to love you for you, but you're also supposed to make compromise for them. Yes, so you're also supposed to make some changes for them. Which is kind of needed. North Node. There's a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past behind. Because you are headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going towards doing the things that scare you, with reason. And this card is all about living your life purpose, which is possibly what you've asked about. It's urging you to dare to do something different with your life and your direction to take action. So you are willing to follow through and lead life life you're incarnated to live. What? So you're willing to follow through and lead the life you're incarnated to live. There it is. If you finally find the courage to make the leap, there's one good chance you'll come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? You are holding yourself back, buddy. That's why you jump into these things so much. You want to make these hard and fast decisions because you don't want to sit on it too long. Do you have a commitment issue? Sorry, that's really pressing question. You don't have to answer that, but like, maybe this Libra is good if you commit. And not jump to the next thing when you see the next thing, you know? Like, maybe you feel like this Libra is like a long-term, like maybe not love, right? If it's not love, it doesn't have to be. Like a long-term solution. A long-term, like, person to be around and be with. God damn. Additional meanings to this card. You're headed for something which feels like destiny. You need to face fear and get over it. Very easy to say, very hard to do, so make progress towards it. Time to stop obsessing about someone or something. Stand on your own 2 feet, and you've got this. Maybe you have to challenge these issues, my guy or girl. Sorry, I say my guy as a means for everyone. That's just how I do. I'm sorry. But also, your name is Broski, so it was just an assumption. Poorly made one. Anyway, it gets in the way. Fear does, lol. Yeah, you gotta step out of that comfort zone, because maybe this Libra is good for you, dude. Maybe this Libra is like someone that's gonna change you up a bit, let you understand the things that needs to be changed and the things that can help you be better. But thank you for this read. That was really exciting. That was really like fast and just did not want to stop. So again, yes, that was like a really high energy, intense reading, but I suggest taking your time. Make a calculated decision, because I don't think you've been making these calculated decisions, and step out of that comfort zone in terms of that. Because I feel like you have a system here of be excited, be interested, boom, 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 there. Take your time, calculate, then progress, you know? You can do this, broski. Thank you again for the time. I woke up to the number 555 this morning, so I just want to ask if there's something I need to know from it. Please choose the deck for me. Okay. Well, we're on a roll with the writer, so let's end the stream with the writer. Unless Craze Crown or 100% Mexicana has come back. If not, that's fine. Again, last call for you two. If you are still here, we have not kicked you out of the queue. You're still here for it. So we'll just, I mean, if you're still here, we're going to do it, but the queue has closed for everyone else. Knight of Pentacles. Slow moving energy. Thank you for the reading. I needed it. Anytime. I appreciate your time. Some of these readings have been very harsh, and I apologize, but sometimes it's just what you need to hear. And my decks have kicked my ass before, trust me. I know how it feels, especially with this bunch. Especially this one. This one's new, and it's already kicking my ass. It happens. 7. Sue, when it comes to your read, I will have questions, because I do have questions now, so just be prepared for that. And you don't have to answer it there. It's good to hear what we need instead of hear what we want to hear. Exactly. Exactly. Wow, there's a lot of movement. Your cards are a bit... I have queries, man. Queries about these. But when you're ready, let me know and we'll get started. And Craze Crown and 100% Mexicana, if you both are here and still want your readings, I will do those readings. But it is closed queue for everyone else. Sue, yo, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. So I'm not sure what the... okay, with the 555 or the 555, I think you're kind of just stuck. You're kind of stuck on where you want to go or your decision on what's next for you, right? Like, at some point, the Knight of Pentacles you were embodying talks about reliability, patience, and putting in the effort. The Pentacle as well is a very slow-moving energy. It's kind of like the tortoise, or the turtle, when it's the turtle and the hare, in that type of race. Slow, methodical effort, pushing through, and understanding your limits and not, overbearing or overworking that. But that Chariot moves in too. Chariot comes through and it's like fast-moving energy, pushing forward, being motivated and, having assertion and determination. So like that pickup of speed is quite intense. That Knight of Pentacles is quite relaxed, calm, and calculated. And then the Chariot is like, I'm full of this confidence. I'm just going to punch through and push through, That's a lot for me to understand and take in. Especially with that change from past to present. Also, the yellow background just makes me think it's the same place. I'm impatient for being a Leo, but then I'm also aware that the things I'm working on takes time. So that's where I can see that, for sure. But I think that's where that 555 comes from too, because, 555 in the morning, really early start of the day. Like, starting a new thing. A lot of people see that as like, oh, we are at the crack of goddamn dawn, working towards it. Let's see what's next. Sorry, I'm just going to change this song. And also that 5:55 p.m., that's like dinner time. Work has finished. It's time to put in a rest, put in a break. Excuse me. You're jumping in between both of those things. Wanting to take a break, wanting to push forward. You're kind of jumbled in your energies and where you want to go and want to be. I think it's a confirmation for my guardian spirits. If it's something to listen to and you need the time to meditate, you need that meditation. Now's the time. The 9 of Swords, 6 of Swords, a necessary transition, trust for better times. Maybe you're putting in a lot of work and like tiring yourself out and burning yourself out real quick to try and make things better for yourself. And that's not really the way to go, because again, you're going to keep jumping in between these two energies where it's a bit of a struggle and hard to like kind of push through with. So no, I think you just have confidence there. Have confidence, like here, surrender to the divine, right? This is your oracle. Have confidence that your guides are leading you the right way. You just have to pay attention to them a bit more. Like, yes, you have to take assertion. Yes, you have to use your agency, but you need to listen to your intuition and hear what your guides are telling you. Let me read you that full moon card. So it's just the full moon. New moon. So surrender to the divine. The very word climax brings all sorts of ideas and images to the mind. But it really is the feeling of this card. Life is coming to a head point, a conclusion, or a turning point, and there may be some kind of change. Possibly even some sort of emotional explosion. Tune into your emotions now and see what they're telling you. They're very likely close to the surface no matter when in the moon cycle you pulled this card. Matters will soon conclude and you'll find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. The odds are in your favor, as this is a positive card, but you may need to work harder than usual to keep cool as events unfold. Additional meanings. A wish you made may be about to come true. It's make or break time. There could be a sense of madness in the air. Deep breathe and stay calm. I definitely feel that one for you, especially with these two cards here. And you may need to forgive someone to release negative energy. Oh, also, it's time to let go of the past and move on. So, you're going the right way. You just need to figure out, with your intuition, the way. Because you have the tools here to go to that place, to go to the next step. You just need to be patient with it, is the big thing. Be patient, stay calm, and figure out what's next. Does that make sense? And I think it's a lot of listening to your guides. Yeah, you gotta listen to your guides. You don't know Dewey, but you have to find Dewey. But yes, that is the read. Thank you so much for your time. I hella appreciate that. And I thank you for your patience. You've been waiting a bit long here as well. Final call out to Craze Crown and 100% Mexicana. If you guys are here, there is still some time. If not, I'm going to start wrapping up. Everyone who is on the stream, has been on the stream, took a reading, lurked, whatever it is. Appreciate everyone's time. Thank you so much for letting me test out the Oracle deck. You know what? Just for the fun of it, let's pull one for me here and then just see what happens. Don't know if you guys would be keen to go to a Apex stream, but we'll just close today. We don't have to raid today. Yeah, Craze Crown, 100% Mexicana again. While I'm pulling out this Oracle for myself, let me know if you have arrived and you want this read. Don't let the past hold you back. That's my node. South node. Like the North node, it's a karmic point, but it's the opposite of the North node and relates to the past, perhaps even to past lives. Whatever you're going through and whatever you're asking about, there's a chance that the age-old programming condition is stopping you from achieving all that you might. Do you feel stuck in something? This card will often come as a sign that the situation or relationship you're asking about has somehow become suffocating or even toxic. It suggests that someone, you even, needs to be released and there's some kind of addiction going on or an unhealthy attachment that needs to be sorted out. One thing is for sure, when you get this card, you're being challenged to make some changes, even if staying where you are feels easier and safer. A relationship is karmic and has played out across many lifetimes. Your attraction to someone may be verging on the obsessive, very true. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Hell yeah. Good luck for you too. Moving on from the past. Hell yeah. Like I said, this deck likes to call me out. God damn it. We'll sort it out. We'll be fine. You and me both, Sue, and everyone in the chat who had a reading. But that is us for tonight. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to hit you with that end card. Goodbye. See paper waving. That is his name. Sometimes I spell it with 2 P's. So it's Papper. But a lot of people like calling him Paper because we got it from the name. His real name is Papper. Anyway, I love you guys very much. Thank you so much for your time. I will be back next week with some tarot. But this Saturday, I hope to do some more. I hope to do some more Valhalla. More Valhalla would be good. It's the visual novel, so if you guys are down for that, you're more than welcome to come by. Thank you so much. Goodbye, good night, good morning if you're in the morning times. And I'll see you hopefully Saturday, New Zealand time. Okay. I'm cutting the mic. Good night. Goodbye. Thank you.